Welcome back to SportsZone. It is your incredible host, John, and I am joined by Christian Bersuch and Mauricio Garcia as we talk about softball. UNT softball season is starting. We have our home opener coming up soon. So far, we're 2-8. We got to start with the rough. It's not great, 2-8. I mean, what do you guys think about the start of the season so far?
I mean, it's not a great start, but I mean, it is like the start of a new era with
Coach Cody White, yes.
Cody White, yes. I mean, new era for him. So I mean, he's played a lot in the D2 arena as well. But I mean, it's a big jump from D2 to D1. You can't really complain, but I mean, I mean, you can't really ignore what he's done so far.
I mean, yeah, he reached 500 wins with his second win with us. I mean, 500 wins as a coach, you can't deny that no matter what level it's at. But the start has been slow. But to be fair to him, I mean, we've played Texas Tech, we played McNeese State, we played Louisiana. I mean, these are top mid-majors and top teams in the country. Christian, what do you think of the scheduling strategy? Do you agree with what Coach White's doing?
Yeah, I think that it's just a tough scenario all around. I mean, the scheduling, you have to think these things take years to plan. Like the Tech game, we played Tech last year. I'm assuming that was a deal we probably made with them in 2024. Let's play for the next few years. You know, this program, our Mean Green softball team, we've been a good program historically. Like this year, you mentioned Coach White. This is his first year. It's kind of an adjustment period. Like Mauricio mentioned, he just moved up. This team, half the team transferred. I think it's split perfectly evenly on half returning players, half transfers. So that's something that's going to take time. And I mean, you asked about the scheduling with that. I mentioned that to say that a tough schedule is something that going in, we had high expectations, and I think we were kind of thrown out of left field. Coach DeLong's gonna leave. Here's Coach White, and then half the team transfers out. I think that's just part of it. I think we're still a strong team in the American Conference, and we had a schedule of thinking we were one of the best teams in the nation, and maybe we're not that, but I think that we still have a chance.
Yeah, the Coach DeLong leaving, I mean, it's a scenario that you don't prepare for, and the scheduling doesn't prepare you for it. So, I mean, we had the schedule ready to be, because last year, I mean, we started 8-2. We went 36-21. We were a top team in the American, and it hasn't started that way, but we have our home opener coming up soon against East Texas A&M tomorrow. Do you guys think we can get back on track with a win here?
I mean, with a win, you're going to get back on track no matter what. I mean, you got to take this mentality. It's a game on beforehand, you know. I mean, Christian, that's the mentality you have to go with, especially since you're new head coach D1 as well. I mean, that's what you just got to go with.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, really, about a win, East Texas A&M they're not a bad team, but it all comes down to our pitching. I mean, everyone at this level, they can hit a meatball right down the middle, right? I mean, if that's what our pitching staff keeps on giving them, then we're probably going to keep losing games. Our offense hasn't been bad. Matter of fact, our offense has been great, but it's hard to, even when you score 7, even when you score 7,
I know.
But I mean, we're scoring 4 or 5 runs a game. It's just a matter of we're giving up 10 sometimes, and that's not winning softball.
But I mean, having a batting average as a team with 200, but then also having a pitching staff giving a 6-point ERA while your opponents are having a 3 and almost a 300 batting average. That's something you can't really just look forward to. That's something you really need to adjust as well.
This pitching staff has been really rough. I mean, 6 ERA, that's not something you want to see. Christian, Mauricio, do you think that this pitching staff is talented enough to turn it around, or do you think we're kind of lacking in that area?
I mean, we got to look back at Anderson's hump day that she had whenever the coach did hit 500 wins, allowed 4 hits, 1 run, 1 ERA, and 7 strikeouts on 7 innings pitching. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's talent right there.
But then, just 2 more losses after that. But I mean, that's the things that we need. We need those sparks, especially with this tough upcoming schedule. I mean, Christian, you just have that. You just have to have those sparks.
No, I agree. I think that you mentioned Anderson and the talent. I mean, the talent is there. Our pitchers, we have the velocity. It's just right now the control hasn't been there, and that's all it boils down to. The talent is there, the stuff is there, but the pitches, they've been allowing a lot of walks, and walks turn into runs. That's just how it is. And
completely true. I mean, do you guys think that, you mentioned how it was almost 50-50 with players leaving and returning. Do you think that all this roster turnover, a new coach, do you think that is contributing to the control issues? Do you think that they're just getting used to the new scenario, new situation?
I do. I think that baseball, softball, it's a sport of routines, right? And I mean, you got to think a lot of these girls, they might not be warming up in the bullpen with the same catcher, and that could make a difference. Small things like that. there's an adjustment period with Coach White even stepping up
Yeah.
for the first time. Everything about this team just screams adjustment right now. So I really do. I agree with you. I think that the roster turnover does play a big part in our struggles so
That's
far.
fair, and we have to talk about Coach White. We talked about him a little bit. He's up to 500 wins, a legendary D2 coach. But how do you guys feel about the hire? Because we're replacing a legendary coach, Coach DeLong, and he's making a big step up. Like you said, that's maybe can't handle that. How do you feel about it?
I mean, we just have to pull up his stats. I mean, just look at it. I mean, 10 NCAA tournament appearances in the D2 level. I mean, 4-time MIA Coach of the Years, and he's produced 77 all-conference players under him. That's something you just don't overlook, especially when you're a D1 program as UNT. I mean, coming in 498 wins on 171 losses. That is something you just don't overlook, especially you're trying to be a D1 or more prestigious. I mean, Christian, what do you think about these stats as well?
I mean, I agree. Phenomenal. And you talked about those all-conference players. Instantly, he comes in, and you look at our catcher, Elizabeth Moffitt. You look at Riley McNeamer, and those. Mauricio kind of argued when I said that the offense has been great, but undeniably, those two have been our offense. And those two girls, they're definitely, if the season ended today, I mean, we haven't even played a conference game, but they would be all conference if based on all the rosters in our conference, and I think that they'll continue that. We'll get into playing our schedule so far. It's been a bunch of ranked teams. They might do better against the teams in the American Conference that don't have the rosters of a Texas Tech and the teams we've
Hopefully
played
they don't
so
have a
far.
roster of a Texas
Yeah,
Tech. We don't pray. But, I mean, you talked about the rest of the conference. How do you guys see us matching up in the American?
I mean, as I said before, 77 all-conference players, it's going to take time for them to be able to really hone in on their abilities, their skills. I mean, that's the one thing that I feel that they really brought them in, is to try and develop this team, especially with all the transfers, especially developing our young core, especially with signing 4 prestigious players from high school this offseason. I mean, that's what you want to see. I mean, you just want to see this team develop into the way that we were last year, It's not going to be the long team, though. It's not going to be the long team, but it's going to be a white team, a Coach White team.
A mean green team.
Oh, yeah. No, but I agree. I think that the best time to have one of these slumps when you're in college baseball, college softball, the best time to have these slumps is at the beginning of the year. I mean, now we've seen the adversity. We've seen what our team can't do, what our team needs to work on. And it's best to know that now instead of knowing that in the middle of a stretch, Memphis, Tulsa, our conference rivals where those wins really hurt. I think we'll be fine. I think we have a chance to win our conference. So I think that the pitchers, especially the pitchers on our roster, they can have a sigh of relief knowing that the worst days are behind them this season. From here on out, it's earlier competition, not as much velocity on the bats coming in, and I think that there's good things coming forward for this.
Please knock on wood behind you. Their worst days are hopefully behind them. We have to assume, but there's a lot of season left. Hopefully we get it started against East Texas A&M with a home opener win. That is all the time we have. Next block, we will be talking about the Winter Olympics. Join me after this commercial break.